And man, is it ugly. All right, engine. Definitely use the best engine, and we'll sell both of these. Oh, I got a follow. Look at that. Off-road gearbox. Why bother? Race suspension. Wait, what? Why do I have 5 times race suspension for this? We need to sell those off. Okay, there we go. Race suspension. And we're going to sell off the stock suspension. Tires. Yep, off-road I think is the best we're going to get. We could do chain, but chain doesn't really help us on these surfaces. Does it? It's going to hurt our pavement experience. I like the way these look better, but I guess these do better, so we'll go with those. No. I pressed the wrong button. I'm trying to sell the old tires, so I'm not going to keep these crappy street tires. We definitely want an engageable diff lock, but we don't need 2 of them. Once again, it's because I've played multiplayer. Spare wheel. That's why we have lots of extra money. Look at that. I don't... Well, it's probably still better to do that, but it's ugly. Oh my gosh. So we got all-wheel drive and diff lock, so that's good. This truck doesn't sit very high. Is it viable as a truck? Yeah, it is. This is definitely viable as a freeway truck because see how far back that sits? That's what you need for a freeway truck. Some of these trucks, they put the saddle like here for the low saddle. That's never going to do because you're always going to end up hitting the trailer when you go over crests. So this is a much better way to do it. But anyway, this time for right now. We could do maintenance, but I think that we're going to have to fix this other truck too because it's a repair mission, so we're going to need this. Yep. And we get an add-on there. Let's go ahead and look at the upgrades for looks. That's all I got. Front side. Visor. Why not? Rooftop horn. No. I want lights. I always go for the stupid flashing lights, but I can't help myself. Yeah. Lights. There we go. Cabin protector, nope. Exhaust. Ooh. Oh. Outrolled wedge cap. I like that better, honestly. That kind of matches our ugly. I'm going to go with that. What rims do we wish for the Resting Star? I don't know. I always like the silvered rims, but I pick them too often. Let's just go with, we'll go with this. I haven't gone with that in a long time. It's ugly, but whatever. Now the truck's kind of orangey. I want it to match our red. Oh, much better. Yeah. It came this color. I thought it was red at first, but when I looked at it, I'm like, that's not, ooh, that's kind of cool too, though. All right, well, but this is what we're going with. Sweet. Ooh, that's kind of cool too. Cool. All right, so let's get out there. I'm going to put this truck to the first mission. Oh, but it's night, so let's wait till morning. So it's like Monday morning or something. And we're going to go ahead and look at the map. We are going to head down to our... Looks like we need to cross this again. And the repair of the truck is here. So if we take this road along the side, we can get there, or we can go along the top. I think it's easier to go along the side. So, oh, it's not though, because look. Let's just go. We're gonna. All right, so we're gonna come down here. We're going to put this truck through some serious trials. Here, this is going to take us a while, but we'll do it. And we're going to roll on past the mission. Pick up that service trailer. Let's do it. See what the interior looks like. Whoa, you got like close. Cool interior. Very basic. It doesn't ride very high. That concerns me a little bit. When we get down there, I may change my route. I'm going to see how hard it is to get to that beachfront community. But yeah, this truck is strong. It has much more horsepower than Sir Piggy, so it's much more adept at carrying this trailer on the back. Oh, lordy. Still, this isn't going to be easy. Oh, boy. We're okay. We're all right. We're okay. When a fuel tanker starts racing down the mountainside because the brakes failed, it's never a good thing. Okay, we're doing good. Doing good. Keep that in low gear. Keep it in low. Keep it in low. There we go. Okay, moving up to regular low. That was low, low. It's doing fine. This truck is great. Now, going up the hill might not be so easy, but we don't have to do that, so... This is going to be a long episode, I'll tell you that, guys, because this is going to be a long trip back. I know that already. What happened? Something has brought us to a complete stop. Let's reverse. Maybe that tree. So I can tell you this right now. The people that are saying this truck's as good as the Paystar haven't used the Paystar. This truck is not as good as the Paystar in any way, shape, or form. Already we're way bogged down. The Paystar would not get like this. But it's still a good truck. And the issue is that it does, even with the raised kit, it's a lot lower down than the Paystar. So it's getting caught up in mud when it shouldn't. See, why did it directed me the wrong way? Bad, bad. And right there's the issue. See that? That would not happen to the Paystar. Now, conversely, the Paystar is tipsy because it's higher up. So there is a little trade-off there. But this kind of stuff that's happening with this truck right now, like that, rarely happens to the Paystar. It will not bog in like that. But it can. I don't want to say that it never does, but in general, the Paystar just pulls its way through. This is a good truck, but it's people were like saying, "Oh, it's better than the Paystar." No, it's really not. Not as far as ability goes. Maybe in other ways it is, but as far as like overall raw ability, sorry guys. And the Paystar on top of that gets mud tires when this doesn't. So. It's also got a terrible turn radius. That's kind of hurting it too. Oh! 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 There's not a bit of criticism that goes into the truck there, though. This is a very difficult descent. That is not the truck's fault. We picked a really rough route for this truck to go down. And that is not the truck's fault that any of that happened. So let's see how close that beach is. I can cut around here. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. We can cut around there. So we're going to reset our points. We're going to go this way. And I just need to get to here and then I'll figure it out. So, famous last words, right? So I'm not picking on the truck. This is a great truck. It really is. And it is more powerful, definitely, than the Fleet Star. But we're going to have to do another mission down here. So we'll load the Paystar up and do the mission with the Paystar included. I'll put the Paystar with the fuel tanker on and we'll come the same route and see how it goes. But I can almost guarantee that the Paystar will do much better here. This too, like that, we just bottomed out. We will not be doing that with the Paystar. However, this truck's pushing through, so that's good. Look at that beautiful truck. Try to get a nice sinking shot. Come on. No, that's dying out there. See that? I've had my finger on the trigger the whole time. I don't know why the camera keeps being weird. I'm not doing that with the camera, I swear to God. Camera's being really funky. And we were stopped by a stick. Now, the Paystar will have trouble here too. This, I should have stayed up by the beach. We might be in trouble. Oh boy, this is trouble. Oh, thank goodness for that. Doesn't matter what truck you're in, sand is really bad. This kind of sand is really bad. There we go. Should be getting around to that spot pretty soon here. Famous last words, right? No trouble at all. Man, the weather is really socking in. There's the camper homes right there. And unfortunately, we're bogging down into the muck. So, once again, I'd be interested to see. The Paystar, I think, would have struggle here, too. I gotta be honest with you. Hello? This camera's making me nuts. I don't know if it's the truck or if there's something wrong with my controller. No, it's not my controller. It's something with the truck. It's weird. I can't keep the camera away from the truck. I'm trying desperately, but it won't let me do it. Okay. Here's our road. No, we totally knocked that tree over. That was great. Get out of the way, thunk. So we'll bring the GMC back this way. Actually, you know, we could do this. We could use the Paystar to come rescue that trailer, because I want that attachment trailer to come back here and get sold. I need it to come back and get sold. I must have it. So we'll do that in the next episode. One thing that's good about this truck is it does get good quote-unquote miles per gallon. We haven't used too much gas considering how much heavy off-roading we've been doing. I do like the way this truck, the nose of this truck looks. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Once again, the Paystar won't bog in that kind of stuff, I don't believe. But now, I'm going to try it. And here's why we're going to do it, because the Paystar, I haven't run it much with the fuel tank on the back. So I want to see how it works with the fuel tank. Because that really does make a difference. So all these, I'm sure there's a bunch of you ready to chop my head off now that I've said these bad things about the Western Star. We'll have to wait till the next episode to find out if I'm right or not. But I have a feeling that the Paystar is going to do better on this route than this truck did, with the same loadout. And less horsepower. Because I don't have the engine upgrades for the Paystar. I don't know where those are. I've been through Alaska. I don't know that there are any. I'm pretty sure the Paystar gets a lift kit, but I have not found it yet. All right, so I'll catch you. You guys can see how this is going. I'll catch you when I get there. Come on, Bobby. Now, dang it, Bobby. Good job, Western Star. Good job. That was a tough one. And she pulled through. There's the truck that we have to fix up, but we need to get the repair kit first. I think that's straight ahead. Yeah, it's up there in the woods. I moved it for some reason. I don't know why or remember why. Come on. Got a little gear stick problem there. Not sure what happened, but she wasn't pulling the way she was supposed to. I'm going to turn here because this thing is just a pig. It will not. This thing's got a horribly bad turn radius. It's horribly bad. Horrible. It's still a great truck, but it's horribly bad. Come on. There we go. Attached trailer. Congratulations. We're going to get this to you. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. We didn't do so bad. So while I don't feel this truck can do everything, this truck is pretty dang good. It really is. It's not a bad truck at all. I can see why you guys love it. Everybody has a favorite truck. Come on. I don't know why she's not pulling forward. Turn. Good Lord. Okay. Refuel. Oh, it's full. We're not, though. All right. And back, and then we're going to repair. There we go. Oh, this baby will look beautiful in my garage. Wait, is that it? I can take it back now? No, not yet. It still has to be delivered, I believe. Or did it just bug out? This is the thing that I've had people say happens. The mission completes before you get it done. So we may not actually get that truck. I've heard of other people saying that it's bugged. So that might be the bug part. Well, let's back this up. We're still going to drag it back, but... And this is where I've had people say, too, that their game crashes after this. So that would be a horrible, sad thing to happen, but we'll have to see. They said if this mission doesn't go through, it'll crash. It's not like I really need the truck or the money, but it's a little disappointing if it actually is bugged out. Come on. I need this thing off the road. I don't want it parked in a telephone pole. Back. Back, you back. Oh, no, no, no. Not that far back. There you go. Beautiful. Detach. Don't be rude. So let's see if the whole thing blew up. See, that mission's not supposed to trigger before you get back, and I think that that's our problem there. That probably just got screwed up. Dang it. Urgh. It's a horrible truck. At least this one's driving with us. The other one, this truck wouldn't drive, so at least that one's going with us, right? Don't be stuck. Come on. So the afternoon kicks in, and hopefully we'll get back there before nightfall. Come on, you can make it. What a bunch of muddy fun this has been. Yeah, the maps in Michigan just get muckier and muckier as you go, so the next two maps are going to be a horrible mud fest. Not a good mud fest, but a bad one. Oh well. This truck's taking a couple whacks. It gets kind of thumped on when you go through when it bottoms out like that. It gets pretty beat up. All right, guys, I'm going to run for a little bit. It's going to take a while to get back, so I'll catch you when I get closer to the other end. We'll be coming around the beachhead when we... Oh! Western Star. Oh. Even with the best of everything, still get stuck. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did with Sir Piggy. Since we can't drive that truck, we're going to have to like keep... Come on, go forward. Come on. Quit getting stuck. Ugh. Son of a biscuit. That's how I feel too. That guy just... It's like tarnation. I'm telling you, we're gonna have the Paystar under a heavier load because that GMC is powered and it's working with us, and you can see it the driving wheels driving. Oops. That Paystar isn't going to have any help with that trailer. Oh, now I've done it. I clicked out of the game, and now I got to click back in, and the mouse is all messed up. I can't... There we go. It's working now. Can we do it? What gives? No. All right. Stay loose. It's going to sink in. I'm going to blow a gasket on this, man. Oh, keep pulling. Come on. What are you doing? Pull. You've got to be kidding. Come on. Pull. Seriously? Ugh. Tell you what, I gotta go to bed soon. If I didn't, I'd get the Paystar down here right now and pull this stuff out. It's ridiculous. I mean, maybe the Paystar... I've gotten the Paystar stuck, but in general, it just pulls stuff out. Last night, we were playing on this map, multiplayer, and I had a scene where the Paystar got stuck, but it was like in... like super deep mud, and I got stuck while I was pulling another truck out of the muck, and it was like, and then once I disconnected, I was unstuck, and I was able to just to go a little bit forward and then get it moving. I'll see if I can find that clip. This truck is strong, but the Paystar is better. I'm sorry, guys. I've used the Paystar enough to know that it just... This is a great truck, but the Paystar is stronger. Sorry. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying that, but... Nope, I don't want to refuel it from the GMC. I want to refuel from the fuel tank. Thanks a lot. Take from thy neighbor before the... Oh! You take from thyself? Nope. Alright, there we go. That's more like it. Stay off the beach as much as possible. Of course, don't tip over. Where is that crossing? Oh, here. This is it. We're on the route. And where's that? Is this our crossing here? Yes, it is. Okay. Got to find the right place to cross. So, I would not say that this is the best truck in the game, but I will give it a definite A+ rating. This is a great truck. It really is. What we're asking it to do is a little teeny bit beyond its capacity, but it's really stood up to the challenge. When it's by itself and not having to pull something, it did just fine. I really did not get... I got stuck maybe once when I was pulling stuff, when I wasn't pulling stuff, when I just had the fuel tank. So it can pull its own weight, and that's the important part. However, when you start pulling second trucks, that's where it starts to fall apart. So when I'm doing this kind of stuff with this truck, it's definitely... it's not underperforming, but it can't do it. It just doesn't have the strength to get through some of those muddy areas. And that, you know, this is doing fine. Look at this. I mean, this is pretty amazing that we're able to pull it up this. No issues here. So it's really in the deep mud that this truck struggles, and that's where the Paystar is better. I would say overall this truck gets better mileage. It obviously can, once again, pull its own weight, and it's pulling the weight of that truck up the hill. So it's, if you have good terrain, this truck is a little bit better. And it also is more stable because it's got a lower center of gravity. So, and it's got double wheels on the back. However, you can get double wheels on the Paystar. However, this is a little more fragile too. I find that I get more engine damage with it because it's lower to the ground. So we are hitting rocks and stuff that the Paystar would clear. So on a comparison basis, I think it's just as good as the Paystar in its own way. However, I think the Paystar is stronger when it comes to serious off-roading. The Paystar it's got the mud tires, it's got a higher frame, it just has more power. It's got a better turn radius in those sloppy areas where you really have to get tight turns going on. So it's got it beat in several categories, but it's not as fuel efficient for sure. It uses fuel a lot faster than this does, and it's a smaller tank. So you got to fill up more often. But that doesn't lessen that this is a great truck. It really is a good truck, and I can see why people love it. Especially if you're not going to try to spend money on the Paystar and you want to get this instead because it's free, then it makes sense, because this is really a strong truck. Like I said, we're not having any problem doing what we mostly will be asking out of it of the game, which is to carry cargo over rough and muddy terrain, and it is cutting through for the most part. Where it really struggles, once again, is the deep mud, and the only reason the Paystar does better is because the Paystar was specifically designed for those kind of situations, where this truck was more designed as a heavy road truck. Some off-roading, but mostly on-road. I'm willing to show you now. So we'll put this here. And we're going to stop right here. Shut the engine off. And we're going to go do this. Okay, I've set up here what I think is a fair test. This is a hard one, though, because I got to start from here. And this is, if we were moving ahead, it would be a little bit easier. Not making excuses, but I'm just making excuses. So I'm going to try to get into gear here and get moving. We should be able to pull this up. This is where we got stuck. You can see where I dug in with the Western Star. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not, but I think I can with this truck. And you can see here with the same, and I got a full fuel load, whereas the Western Star actually had a quite a bit of fuel depleted from the tank, so this is even heavier. Now here's where I'm struggling, and it is bogging out here, and so is our helper truck here. Try to turn the power down, but I am having a hard time in this section right here. Now we're getting it, though. There we go. Unfortunately, I caused the wheels to dig in. This is a really tough section. And part of the problem is we're getting hung up on these rocks, too. Come on, baby. So we have an issue right here, and I don't know how we're going to get past that. Let's go ahead and back down a little bit and try one more time. See if we can't get the momentum. Whoa, what's going on here, glitchy truck? Okay. Whoa. So try it again. Get it rolling forward. And it looks like it's going to make it till it gets to about the next segment. Right here where that rock goes, for whatever reason that rock causes it to get funky. Come on. Come on, big pig. Oh, come on, don't dig in. So, either way, I can't get this truck up the hill. I've got it to about the same point every time. And neither truck can do it. So here's a question. Can I get up the hill by myself without the truck attached? And once again, there's something about this section right here that's causing me just to give out on horsepower. And that could be the fuel container on the top. Anyway, it's been fun to test this, but... Oh, and there's a big rock here, too. You know, I really think that rock is our issue. Sandwiches. If I could get past here without that rock, it's got to be that rock. Or it could be just that slippery. Dang. So, point proven. The Western Star is a great truck. I'm still going to take this truck out and we're going to pull that other trailer back, but... For all my bravado, this did not work. We're just not getting the strength to pull ourselves up this hill. See if I can get this up here. It's that rock. Nope, that's going to just yank us over. Ah! Voodoo! I want to do this. Oh! Okay, whatever it was just broke loose, so I think maybe now we'll actually get it up there. Come on, keep going. Nope, it's just this is too steep. So what do? Well, don't work so hard against gravity. There goes all my Paystar bravado. So once again, we'll switch to the White Western Star. And we're going to pull this truck down. That's not what I wanted. Stop! that stupid freaking, like... Okay, stop right there. Okay, pull this truck down. So we're going to do hill runs now before this episode's over. I'm going to run up the hill with this truck first and see if I can make it up to the top, just empty by itself. And then we're going to try the same thing with the Paystar and see if it'll get up. But we need a good run. The problem is that we've got this, you know, I'm trying to pull these trucks up and... whatever. I'm not gonna, doesn't look like I'm going to get that truck anyway, so who cares? Forget the mission. Who needs this truck anyway? Alright, so we'll start from about here. Stop this engine. We're going to hop into the Paystar, come back down the hill. I think both trucks will bottom out up here, especially now that I've cut the road up, but we'll let the fleet go. We'll let the Western Star go up first, since that one has had the least amount of it'll have less like crap to worry about, and we'll start it from here. Oh, what? Seriously? Well, there goes that. Still gonna try it with a broken truck just to prove my point, which is I have no idea what my point is at this point. Now I left the Paystar on, I forgot, but okay, whatever. Can the Western Star make it up the hill? Let's find out. Starting from here. This one gets a little bit of a bonus because I'm starting from a run. My prediction is it'll stall out where the Paystar stalled out. But it's going to prove me wrong. This one's going to make it. He's going. He's going up. Oh, nope. It's stuck where the Paystar got stuck. Exact same spot. So this is a test to prove that the Paystar and the Western Star are pretty much on equal footing in this manner. Neither of them can pull a loaded fuel tanker up the hill. So let's take our damaged Paystar and try turn. Oh my lord. And we'll pull the tail. We're going to end up trying. This will not work, but I'm going to try to get the Paystar to go up, and it ain't going to go up. So missing a tire and from a dead stop. And the Paystar didn't even make it back to where it was last time. But that could be partly because my tires and shocks are ruined. It's because I damaged my truck, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's sinking down on the side that I broke, but that's also... The road is completely caved in at this point. So the Western Star actually did better than the Paystar. Mm-hmm. All right, Arthur. Admit you're wrong. I'm wrong. Trying to recover this. Goodbye. All right. Well, dang it. We're going to do some more testing at some point, but that was fun. Okay, back to the super white Western Star that everyone talks about being so great. I shall eat my words. It did outperform the Paystar on the hill climb, although the Paystar was damaged and had more fuel in it. Not willing to concede it completely. This truck actually seems to have more horsepower. I'm going to be frank with you. It's pulling more than the Paystar is. So where this truck just kept pulling, the Paystar bottom or died out. So come on. We are still going to, next time we play, send the Paystar out and retrieve that wagon. I just want to see if now I'm really curious as to if the performance is going to be the same or worse, or was it bad luck tonight or what? So, good job, Western Star. You showed me up. I've been put in my place. Sad to say, my wonderful Paystar lost to the Western Star. I still think the Paystar is a better truck, but that's just because I'm stubborn. I will say this is definitely a stronger truck than the BM17, though. BM17 is different. It's a good heavy off-road truck, but it's not great at super deep mud. None of these trucks are really. So we're gonna have to go the long way around, get onto the pavement, go up the hill on pavement, since none of our trucks can make it up that hill. Granted, I don't think there's a truck in the world that could make it up that incline, but we ripped it up so bad that it just got to the point where nothing could get up. And that is a hard thing about this game. It is hard to test. Because as you do once over the road, it gets torn up a bit. And then you go the next time, it gets torn up a bit more. And so each time you do it, it gets harder and harder to actually test which is faster or stronger. Because the road conditions worsen as you play. But I did have fun experimenting. And this truck does get damaged on the engine all the time. I will say that. Whereas the Paystar does not do that. However, you saw the Paystar break on the rock, but a little teeny tap, too. It was a very wimpy display right there. So Western Star comes home with a victory badge pinned on its chest. So today I beat the Paystar in a hill climb competition. I also pulled this truck out of a mucky mess, and even though I struggled a bit, I still got the job done. Whoops. What did that even hit? What did I do? It's always something, ain't it? Ain't it? Nice weather, ain't it? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this long, fun episode where I proved myself wrong. Had to eat crow. But I am looking forward to taking the Paystar out and pulling that trailer back just to prove that it is great. See, and there's no way to recover that truck now because... How can I recover this truck? There's nowhere to put the GMC. See, so they've totally ruined that mission and I can't get that truck now. And if I didn't have $1 bazillion, I'd be really upset, but I do. So I don't really care that much, but it's a little disappointing that is how that happened. I'm going to exit out and come back in and see if that works. Nope, it's still bugged. Does anyone know how to fix that? I tried going out and coming back in. I've got my way OP truck. Nope, and it's still not drivable. Well, how do you like that? That's a very broken mission right there. See what I do with this. See what I do with those that defy me. Okay, you win. I can't push that truck. There we go. And we'll just abandon it there until they figure out what they're going to do with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was an interesting episode. Long for short. And lots of stuff figured out, but a little bit annoying too at the same time. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up. Have a great night. Bye, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, tonight we are going to drag with a fully loaded fuel tank, a repair trailer along the same trail that we did with the Western Star. And we're going to see if this truck outperforms the Western Star. I'm going to say yes. I know we had a failed hill climb yesterday, but I think this truck is going to surprise you today. And you'll see that we do not have any issues with mud or anything like that when it comes to the Paystar. Because this is the kind of terrain that the Paystar was designed for. Well, not really, actually. It's a little bit more difficult than the Paystar was meant to travel over. But you're going to see that this truck will not get bogged down like the Western Star did. And the turn radius is better. And it has mud tires. The horsepower thing is debatable. This only has one engine available for it. Oh, wow. And it does, believe it or not, have a lift kit. I was shocked to find that out. Oh, I would think with the lift kit, this truck would become seriously unstable. Put that in low gear again. There we go. And neither truck's going to have problems in this area because we're going downhill, so. The one area where the Western Star will outdo this truck is that it's a much larger fuel tank. Well, not much larger, but it has a larger fuel tank. It also, I think, burns a little bit less gas while under heavy usage. Let's see, we need to turn to the right. You'd think by now I just... What? What did I even hit? Okay, so fair enough. On a durability standpoint, this truck's about the same. But you'll notice one thing that's different. We haven't even had to put the diff locks on yet. And this truck pulls through. And the reason because of that, one, the truck sits higher than the Western Star, and two, it's got the mud tires available. So we've got the same loadout we had yesterday, this time though with the different truck. And we're going to be dragging a dead weight across the river and up this hill through the muck along the beach. And you'll remember the troubles that we had on the beach in the Western Star. I don't believe that we're going to run into those issues in the Paystar. And we're just letting the gear hold us, keep us from rolling down the hill too quickly. We'll unlock that and put it back again. Once again, one of the areas where this truck's not quite as good as the Western Star is that it is a little bit narrower. So it'll tend to tip over easier. Now, that said, it will get through narrower spots easier, though, too. And we do have, obviously, a lot of those with these rocks. And once again, aside from a mistake, we haven't even switched the diff lock on. But here we'll have to. And you'll notice, remember yesterday when we had all that trouble in the Western Star? Well, we don't have any of those troubles in the Paystar. In fact, we just breezed right over that. No problems at all. And that's where I'm saying to you, this truck is a performer in comparison as we dump it over. Now, you can get double tires for the back of this truck, but I pointed out to a couple of people that were saying, like, hey, you can get doubles for that truck. It's all-terrain tires. They are off-road. They are not the mud tires. And what makes this truck strong is the mud tires. It's one of the few trucks that actually gets mud tires. So I would suggest that you use the mud tires over the doubles. Unless you're planning on doing a lot of like heavy top weight stuff where you're not going off-road and steep. All right, so once again, this is the muck that we struggled in so badly with the Western Star yesterday. And you can see here we're having a little bit of trouble. I'm going to put this into low gear and leave it. And we're pushing right through. Now, if we get down onto the beach, I can guarantee you this truck will get stuck too. We'll try it, though, because what the heck? We did it with the Western Star, so we're going to do it with this truck, too. That water, where you can see the water running, you'll see us start to sink in. This is bad here. However, you'll notice because we're a little bit above the ground, we aren't getting bogged down like the Western Star did until about here. But even then, we're still cutting through because we have those mud tires. So I would say, once again, yes, the Western Star is a great truck, but the Paystar is more capable. Now, I think the Western Star has more horsepower than the Paystar. So for some uphill pulling, you might find that the Western Star does better. Once again, the Western Star also won't dump over. So you know what the answer is? Sell the other trucks and keep the Western Star and the Paystar. Wait, where's the village? Did I miss it? No, we're not there yet. Because both are great trucks. Gotta be careful here. Woo! Don't tip. But once again, the Paystar goes where the Western Star just can't, and this is one of those places. This, however, is not one of those places. And we have bogged ourselves down. Nope, so we'll have to winch out. Proving that even the greatest truck can get stuck. And there's the honest truth. And once they go in, you're in. Oh, Lord. Now, I don't remember the Western Star having problems here. We're having some heavy problems right now. Come on. We are sunk. What the heck are we stuck on? There we go. We just broke loose. But this just goes to show that even strong trucks get stuck. Ta-da! So, once again, I think that overall, you're looking at this truck and the Western Star as both being great trucks. The nice thing about the Western Star is that you get it for free. The Paystar, you got to pay for it. Here's the ruts that we left yesterday with the Western Star. And you'll notice how much more easily we travel down this road with the Paystar. It's not getting bogged. We're also not damaging the engine on every bump that we hit. That's one of the things that we run into with the Western Star on this kind of trail. The other thing you'll notice, though, is we've used half a tank of fuel. I think the Western Star only used a quarter tank. So, once again, they each have their strengths and they each have their weaknesses. What a mucky mess. So, happy with the Paystar. All right, I'm going to run down there. I'll be back. I'll catch you when I get down to the other side there. All right, so we have arrived at the location of our trailer to find that we are completely flooded here. And I am gonna bog in again. My problem was I stopped to start the recording and sunk in. Ha ha. So we're gonna have to try the crossing again. I need to get on. What? There's no winch points behind me? Really? Alright, let's rock this thing out. Alright, so there's the trailer that we want to grab. And then here we want to keep the wheels rolling because it's going to... not that fast. No. And we're going to bog right back in again. So we've hit a patch that we just can't get across. You can also see that I've used up a ton of gas. So we're going to have to refuel. We'll do that first here. So in some circumstances, the mud tires still don't get you through. Now, if I were doing this for Rizzle, I probably would have come through... I might have pulled the trailer behind me with fuel, but to get across some of these spots with either truck... Oh, no. I would have... I don't know how we would do that. But maybe bring a fuel truck with us. Paystar piggy. Now I'm in trouble because this truck will not. There's no scout. I'm done. All right, I got to recover this trailer, so I'm going to bring another truck down. I'll be back in a minute. All right, so here is where the Paystar struggles. I mean the Western Star. Once again, we don't even have much weight on the back of the truck, and it is having a hard time through the mud. But I will say that once again my point has been proven wrong. Yesterday we came down here with the white Western Star. We got all the way to the objective. We hauled the objective all the way back, and we did not have any problems. We didn't get stuck. We didn't flip. We didn't get we were able to make it all the way there, even with the slight problems getting through the mud. With the Paystar, we got stuck twice, and we also ended up flipping over. So my argument about the Paystar being better, I think, is just kind of cast out the window at this point. The Western Star has done everything that the Paystar has done. It's used less gas doing it, and it's gotten there, I would say, in a much easier fashion. This truck has done a superior job of its job, and so the Paystar is left wanting after that. Disappointed to say, but I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. So I was wrong in this case. I still will buy the Paystar. I still love the Paystar, but I cannot say with a clean conscience that the Paystar is a better truck. It's better at a few things, but it's not as good in other areas, and one of those areas is stability. Another one of those areas is it also gets stuck. So the mud tires do help, but apparently it's, not as much as you'd think they would help. So once again, I'll point out that even though it took a while to do it with this truck, it was able to do it without a problem. We didn't have to stop. We didn't have to winch. But yet we've had to do that with the Paystar. So credit due where credit is due. The Western Star is the winner of both competitions, the hill climb and the mud run. Oh well. And so there's our flipped Paystar. You'll notice that we haven't even used half a tank, where we used almost a full tank with the Paystar getting down here. Just another embarrassing fact. Let's see if this can get through that muck. Now, once again, we don't have the trailer on the back. And no, it can't. Yeah, it can. I hate being wrong. You didn't tell me the White Star was better. It's not rubbish. It's a great truck. No, it does everything, but it just... The Western Star does it better. That's the point. It does it properly. In all fairness, I had a fuel tank on the back. I was kind of pushing it to its limits. But the Western Star did it. The Western Star did it with the fuel tank on the back and didn't have a problem doing it. So, well, the Navistar will get stuck. Okay, that's not pulling it over. The problem is this fuel tank is so heavy. We need to get it downhill. So I need to push this truck around. And of course we're running out of light, so that's not going to help either. Ugh, the turn radius on this thing is so bad. I want to get the Paystar so that the weight is facing, it's like up the hill. And we're not going to turn it anymore that way. So we're going to have to go to the other side now and pull on the front. The problem that we're going to run into is that tree is going to start getting in the way. Moni and I have been through this before with some of the other trucks. They get top heavy with that. Obviously the fuel tank is very heavy and it makes the truck pretty top heavy. That might be enough right there. All right, let's try this. Come on, 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 come on. Yeah! No. We got it, but it's tenuous at best. Okay, so we've had to use the Western Star twice now to rescue the Paystar's arse. So my point's proven. The opposite. If today was opposite day, we'd have won a battle. But unfortunately it's not, and the Paystar has just shown itself to be not as good as the White Western Star. Hang my head in shame. Tail between my legs. All right, so we're going to use the Paystar to pull this back regardless of our, let's see, change truck. Nope. Of our faux pas. Okay, let's try this again, Mr. Truck. And you saw the White Western Star make it across. However, the White Western Star is not as fully loaded, but still. Can the Paystar do it? Probably not. It's a good thing these trucks are both on the same team. I don't know what's up with my camera, if it's the joystick or if this is a new bug with the game where the camera keeps racing forward, but I'm getting a little bit annoyed at this point. The camera's always trying to zoom in all the way, and I don't want it to. Alright, so there they are. Competing brothers. And we need to refuel this guy. Okay, well, now it's time to try the return trip. I'm sure that'll go well. We spent all day trying to recover this trailer. Should have been an hour-long job. All right, so let's try to go home now. And so we make the homeward bound journey. We'll get through the mucky part first, and then I'll cut till we get to the big hill, see if we can get up there. Starting to have my doubts. You know, the irony is I think we did part of this with the bear too, didn't we? Or no, that was the white Western Star we rescued with the Kodiak. Slow the wheel spin down a little bit. Alright, and we're off. We've cleared the first mud pit. And we're on our way home. Fully loaded trailer behind us. Maybe not as heavy as the truck we were pulling before, I don't know. Once again, the Paystar does handle the mud a little bit better. That's the one place that it is stronger for sure. We didn't even bog down in that last pit where the other truck was bogging like crazy around here. Here's a big pit. Let's see how it does through here. It's like it's not even mud. And that's where the mud tires really come in handy. But doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you got to rescue the truck every time it tips over. Now, once again, I don't think I'd be running this truck or the other truck with the heavy fuel tanker. The heavy fuel tanker that we have on top really does, first of all, make the truck top heavy, all trucks. And secondly, it actually, it's kind of a trade-off. You use way more fuel when this is on because it's so heavy. You have to have the gas on all the way to get any kind of traction. But it does allow you to refill, so you know that kind of gets negated. But once again, here the Western Star was getting stuck, but we're just cruising right through. So I'm going to fast forward it today. We're going to stop right here. I know it's a bad idea, but we'll get through it. There we go. I want you to be able to see the tires and what they're doing. There we go. Well, we are mucking down here. We shouldn't get stuck all the way, though. And in all fairness, the Western Star did the same thing in this location, so we're not doing much better. So there's the Paystar, today's failure. I'm upset with you, Paystar. I'm upset. You were supposed to perform better, not worse. Oh, this dang camera. I don't know what to make of that. It's got to be the joystick, because when I set it with the mouse, it doesn't do it. As soon as I touch the joystick, it does it. Now, I may, for the stream tomorrow night, set my steering wheel up, so if I like it, I might continue playing that way. And we've made it through the big bog, but it didn't do much better than the Western Star, I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't have to spin our wheels as much, but we definitely bogged down just like we did with the Western Star. So I'm going to get to the big hill. I'll catch you guys when we get there. All right, we're getting into some serious mud running here. We're almost back to the river here. I think I'm going to bog down. This is looking like it's going to be bog action here. Looking bad. And so once again, the Western Star actually didn't get stuck here yesterday. Now, we did have a little bit of help from the truck behind pushing. We're not stuck yet. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting some traction. But it's still, this truck is not doing as well as the Western Star did. Frustrating. And now we're stuck. We are actually stuck. Grrr. So, my proof is gone. Western Star is better than Paystar, regardless of situation. Checkbox, Arthur, wrong again. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar on tomorrow. Nah, this truck will never, the sun will never come out again on this truck. I will continue to use this truck, though. I do love it. But, dang. Showed up. Whatever. You can also see we're burning through fuel like no tomorrow. Oh boy. Come on, keep gripping. Keep gripping. Uh-oh. No, it's not gripping. Come on. Come on. Now, the one thing that this does a little bit better than the Western Star is fitting through these rocks. That was a challenge yesterday. This truck does it pretty easily because it is a bit narrower, but this was anything but graceful. And hopefully we won't run out of fuel before we get to the top of the hill. It looks like we're almost there. So, not smoothly done. We made it. We didn't have to winch except for once in the sandbar where we got stuck coming through. But in all fairness, the Western Star unloaded with no fuel tank also got stuck there. So that's just a tough spot. But all in all, whoops. Why would you assume that I want to empty my truck? Once again, backwards. Program it. Always select the biggest source of fuel for the fill up. Good Lord. Anyway, my point is, there is no point. The white just beats this truck hands down. Shoot. All right, guys, I'll meet you back at the garage.